would like to discuss a matter of a really touchy matter with a lot of people because they're all like, "Oh my god, Harry Potter versus Twilight." I'm not like rah about the whole thing, but like when people put it down and say like really stupid shit about Twilight, yeah, I get defensive because it's like I love that book. I love it. I love it so much. And I was reading this thing that somebody posted because my friend Ducky03, I think it is. That's great to know that I don't know her thing. But anyway, on Ducky03's video, people were like bitching her out and stuff because she said that Harry Potter was better and blah blah blah. She got a whole bunch of hate mail, basically, I guess. But I noticed on one, like I was going through all the comments looking at them, and I noticed that someone said, like, they had like facts. It's like 75% of, wait, yeah, 75. It's like Twilight fan base consists of 75% 12-year-old girls, um, and then 5% people or fat chicks who shop at Hot Topic, and 20% 40-year-old moms. I love Twilight. I'm 16 years old. Do I look fat to you? I'm not fat. I don't shop at Hot Topic. Where does that put me in this situation? Because if you're going to give facts, if you're going to give statistics, make sure they're real before you post them or whatever you say them. Because if it's not true, don't give me bullshit, give me the truth. So that's one of the matters I wanted to cover. And then, also, I have to say this about Twilight. Everyone says Twilight has no plot, Twilight has no plot. And they say, like, the characters suck, whatever, and all this. Someone said something about Bella being a little emo bitch. I named my dog after Bella, okay? You call Bella a little emo bitch, you're calling my dog a little emo bitch, so suck it. Just kidding. But anyway, no, like, the good thing about Twilight, like, okay, Stephanie might have gotten something wrong because they said someone was saying something about Amazonian women aren't from the Amazon or something like that, and that's in like one of her books. But I mean, I know as a writer myself, I write lots, and sometimes like I'll write something and I won't research it, and then I'll go back and be like, oh shit. So, but then also at the same time, if you research too much, then your book is just like, if you're trying to write a fantasy book and you research too much, then I mean, like, then it's just too real, and then it's not fantasy enough. And also, maybe by Amazonian women, she meant like Amazonian vampires or something. Who knows? Maybe she was making something of her own. I mean, are we not allowed to have creativity anymore? Is that illegal? Ooh. Um, and also, like, the characters in Twilight, they're like, oh yeah, it's all about love and everything. That's the whole point of the book. If you don't want to read a love story, then don't read Twilight. But Twilight, not only is it a love story, it has action from like when Bella almost gets killed and all this and blah blah blah, and because Edward like saves her and stuff, proves that he loves her. And I mean, it really is a sweet story. Like, they're like, oh well, there's no plot to it. Well, the whole plot is it's a love story. So yeah. Like I said, if you're not looking for a love story, then don't read or watch Twilight. And I have to say, even though I love Twilight, like, I like the movie. I love the movie, but I don't love the movie and the book the same. Like, I don't love the movie the same way I love the book. The book is awesome because you can picture your own characters. Whereas the movie, it didn't have enough of the stuff in it. Like, it didn't have enough that was in the book. Um, but in order to have everything that was in the book, you'd have to have a really long movie and blah blah blah. And but then also what really bothered me is they added some things in there that wasn't in the book. And I mean, that's not the Twilight that I fell in love with. I know this sounds like all gushy romancy, like I love you, Twilight. But honestly, and everyone's like, oh yeah, well, I was noticing like some of the comments were like, oh yeah, well, Twilight has hotter guys. If that's the only reason why you like Twilight, then you're not a Twilight fan. Then you're a Robert Pattinson fan, or you're a whatever his face is. I don't know his actual name. Then you're a fan of the guy who plays Jacob, or whoever, Jasper, whatever, Emmett. But like, I'm not a fan of like if I'm not just a fan of the actors. Yeah, sure, I think they're pretty damn hot, but that's not why I like Twilight. I like Twilight because of the book that I read, and I was like, oh my god, this is epic. And actually, I was a Harry Potter reader for a while, and like way back when I was little, and I started reading it when I was little, I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I really like this, and it does have a really good plot and everything. And you get sucked right into the book and into the magic, and oh my god. But then by the fifth book, like I got like I think I almost got all the way to the end of the fifth book, and I was like, wow, this is ridiculous. How much longer is this gonna go on? Now that like I lost track. I know there's 7 books, I think, because well they just came out with the 7th movie, and I think there's more. Like honestly, there's a time when you need to end the books. There's a time when it has to come to an end. She's not going to be writing the books forever. Like, what happens if she died tomorrow? And I think it's a she that's writing it. J.K. Rowling. I don't know. You can't really tell because they don't really tell you if that's a girl or boy in the name because it's not really a female or male name because it's initials. But anyway, um, so yeah. Like, I know there's books like that are series, whatever, but they like, the books are like this thin, like, or even like this thick. Because, like, from like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, I still haven't read all those either. But, um, like, I will go grab the Harry Potter book. The 5th book I have right here, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I think this is the 5th anyway. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, this is the 5th. Look how thick that is. You could kill someone with this book. Dangerous weapon. But anyway. If I sat on this, I wonder how much taller I'd be. Check it out, I'm a giant. But anywho, no. My point is, like, that's the 5th book, and I know every time that a new book from Harry Potter comes out, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, the first book started out like normal size, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And I mean, like, if you put them all into one book, it'd be like, instead of being this thick, it's going to be this thick. Like this way. This is the way the pages are going to be going. Like this. Like, wait, that's. Yeah. You know what I mean, though. Like, it's going to be this thick. Like, that. Or that thick. If you put them all. Yeah, that thick. There we go. If you put them all together, all the pages together, squeezed together, are going to be this thick. Do you want to read a book that thick? Because if you want to, I can grab you the dictionary, the thesaurus. I mean, it's huge. Who has the time to read that many books? Or, like, that much? Well, I mean, it's different. Like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, it's gone on too long. And, like, if you're gonna tell his life until he's an old man, why didn't you, like, what's the point? Like, I don't want to know what happens to Harry Potter when he's like that. It's like High School Musical. They have like High School Musical fucking 5 now. And like the first one's like, yeah, this is pretty good, and then it comes back and it's like, yeah, okay, this it's all right. The third one, I didn't even bother to watch it because I mean, like, how many High School Musicals can you have? You have one more chance left, Disney or whoever's making it, because by then they'll have their